Distinguished speaker on the dais, and MSME entrepreneur sitting in front, and ladies and gentlemen. It is my great pleasure to be here, part of this program, and it is also the great opportunity for GRC to present the GRC's case in this great forum. To talk about GRC, GRC is only defense shipyard situated in eastern part of India. It is a profit-making organization, and it is Mini Ratna Category 1 Defense PSU. This company was taken over by Government of India in 1960. In 1961, this company has delivered first indigenous warship to Indian Navy. Since then, this company has delivered 104 warships to Indian Navy and Coast Guard. Out of 104, one ship we delivered, means we exported to Mauritius. If we look at now, I will be talking about this our product profile. We are shipbuilders, but in addition to we are an engineering company as well. Because we have three divisions. One is main is our shipbuilding, second is engineering, and third is engine divisions. And shipbuilding, we cater entire range of naval ship, coast guards, and also some other commercial ship or we can say marine equipments. So I am showing this equipment, this ship we build, few of them. So these are this non-defense equipment, like this boat, hovercraft, and some this commercial, merchant vessels like cargo carriers, passenger vessels, and all. This second division we have, that is the engineering division. Engineering division, we have just two units. One is this our belly bridge, that is portable bridge in other way. And another one is deck machineries. Deck machineries is, that is equipment required for deck of the ship. So this belly bridge, we are having around 40% market, 60% market share. And we export this product to our neighboring countries. And in domestic market, our main customers are Indian Army and some of the hill states primarily. Other than also these other states also as and when required. You may be knowing like this Majerat bridge after collapse. So we are the one, we install this belly bridge within a span of 15 days. So this sort of emergency situation also we are supply this bridge. These are our deck machineries product. So coming to this facility, in 2015 we have completed this modernizations, upgradation or modernizations of our yard. After modernizations, we have capability of building 20 ships from small to large size simultaneously. What about specialty about this GRC? GRC, we have this state-of-the-art infrastructure, one of the best in India, and we have this in-house full design facilities and skilled manpower and wide vendor base. So this gives the unique capability to GRC to be one of the premier shipyard in India, in the country. So coming to this business opportunity, in shipbuilding industry in generally, our cost we can split in three heads. One is our equipment and materials, which it's a major chunk of this year, takes chunk of the cost, and then we have this outsourcing, and third is this shipbuilding inside our activities. So That is 65% and 35%. 35% is inside because the shipbuilding is sinking and outsourcing is going up. So this is the trend, and outsourcing means we need your help. And regarding our this present this order booking, at the moment we are executing 5 projects. Out of the 5, first 2 are about to end. Maybe within a 6 month, this first 2 projects we will be completing. So there are only 3 ships are left out. So we will be completing very shortly. Then remaining 3 that is started, means P-17 Alpha, this project had started fully. Survey vessel large, that also started fully. And shallow ASWC, this is going to come up. So with that, we have the order, confirm order with us around 27,500 crores. Now coming to this, this procurement history, I am showing here this procurement history. Annually, on an average, we can say 400 crores we are buying. Means in totality, 400 crores means it is not the total procurement, because we are in the defense. So some of the procurement which are not going to means for open market, because those products are very, very high value and critical in nature. So those products we are buying from nominated source, means our end customers has given the list of the vendor from which we can only source. So those cost of procurement of those product is kept out of this figure. The figure which the product which we can buy, we have the liberty to buy. So those figures we kept, and for those figure, procurement figure, we are comparing this our MSME procurement performance. And this year we will be, because every year it is going on, because we are in full operational conditions and our order booked is very, very healthy. So every year our procurement figure is going up. This year we are expecting around 600 crore we will be procuring. Now coming to this vendor base, you see we have around 2,000 odd, this total vendor, registered vendor. And out of that, around 764 we have MSME. And MSME, SCST vendor, we have only 6, very, very, means under the year. And MSME women, only 5. So these are the 2 areas government in India has pressurizing us very hard, that we need to achieve this the mandate or this MSME policy, that which says that out of 25% procurement from MSME, that 20% we have to buy from SCST entrepreneur, and 3% we have to buy from women entrepreneur. So this is the area where we are lacking heavily. So that is the one of our focus area at the moment. Now coming to this product which we need for building the ship, means these are the products, these are not nominated, we can buy from the open market as our choice with right quality and delivery. So these are the product I am executing here. So you can read out, and anybody interested, you can note and contact to us. So these are not very high tech product. It is a very common type nature of engineering product. So anybody interested, they can have a look and approach to us. These are very general categories of engineering manufactured product. So these are some ship items, some other this general nature of items we need, like liveries, safety items, fire, canteen supplies and all. Then coming to this service, this is the area, is a very focused area for us. As I told that this, we are very, very aggressive in service procurement. Not only shipbuilding, each and every operation we are going to outsource. Because at the moment that Early, at the moment, we have to compete and get the order from Indian Navy. Earlier, the day was there, we used to build the ship cost plus profit equation. Then it became this nomination. On nomination, they will give the price, and with this price, we have to build and deliver. Now, all this era is over. Now, we have to compete in open market, and we have to own this tender, and then we have to supply. So, cost has become very, very important factor for survival of the company. So therefore, we are going more and more outsourcing because our in-house cost is very, very high. So with in-house cost, we cannot compete. So these are the service I have showing. Other than that, also exhaustive list will be available in our website. So everybody can see on it. Whoever interested, they can approach to us. So these are the combination how we need this product in ship, because earlier speaker also told this the volume, because in defense procurement volume is the one big question, because these are project based manufacturing, it is not a mass production. So maybe sometime this one category of ship we need some item which is not common for previous one or others. So those type of challenges are there in the defense industry. So to associate it and to get the feedback continuously, matching with this requirement coming up, that will be the key for the MSC vendor to be in the defense supplies. Now this vendor development, this our main 3 divisions we have. All these divisions, it is a centralized procedure, and for service and equipment and materials, we we need a competitive vendors. Now, some of the criteria which we look from our source, because defense manufacturing, defense equipment manufacturing is a serious business. We cannot compromise the quality in any cost. Therefore, this we look especially just technical capability and company's infrastructure. Financial strength is another factors that if we place the order and company fail, that heavily impact our project, and that is not acceptable to our customers. So we particularly look into this financial strength of the company also. Of course, nowadays government is giving a lot of facilities or benefits to MSMEs for loan and other things, but past performance has to be good. Then of course events and proven track record, and they should have good quality systems which we can rely on. These are the items we are at the moment sourcing from the MSME source. These are not actually basically this listed item. This in the MSME ministry, this 358 item is not. It is from our side. We voluntarily, or we are trying to give this. These are the items we should be sourcing from MSME. This is our internal list that we are.
So that's, if you could expedite.
Yes, sir. So coming to benefits, this is a common that EMD, and this already my speaker, previous speaker has told, that we are also on the e-trades to facilitate the payment so that the MSME get payment on time. So all these things we are complying with. In addition to this we are doing continuous this seminar, and we are attending this seminar and this type of event, and we also arranging this MSME meet from GRSE side to outreach to our vendors. And vendor registration process, this we have online and offline both process we have. Online you may visit our this website www.grse.in, and from there you can download our this vendor registration forms and fill it up, and with required document you submit to us, and that will follow the registration process. And online also same, online you can submit and then take out this printout of the form and then attach this all relevant document and self-attested and submit to us. That is also another way to get into register with GRSE. Thank you. So these are the few contact points I'm just showing. Anybody want to, they may contact me now also after this session. Thank you.
Go back one slide here. This one?
Here? Is it okay? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Well, now we come to the other component of our panel discussion, that is civil aviation sector and the opportunities for the MSMEs in the MRO activities. We have an eminent panelist, Shri Jagannath, who is the Chief Executive Officer of AIESL. I'll request him to highlight the main features of AIESL and how the MSMEs can participate in the activities.
Respected Air Chief Marshal Anup Raha, distinguished panel members, all participants of this conference, good evening to you. I know you have heard a lot of lectures now and must be tired, so I'll make my presentation very brief. To sum up, we don't manufacture civilian aircraft in India. All the aircraft which are flying in the Indian skies, the civilian side, come from abroad. Therefore, any aircraft manufactured abroad, the benefits go to those local MSMEs in those countries, and we don't get the benefit. I hope this situation will change and some entrepreneur will come and start building aircrafts in India. Whether it is ATR aircraft, Airbus, Boeing, you name it, all these come from abroad. Now, what is the area where Air India Engineering Services Limited comes in is we maintain these aircraft. To our good luck, we have got one of the best, the biggest MRO in India, which we service as many as 88 locations in India. There is mostly line maintenance, and we have got 7 major bases where all the aircraft practically which fly in the Indian skies can be maintained. Our major base, we have got a major base in Kolkata.